Hello, Pisces. So this is a reading for what's today? August 7th. So for the next 8 or 10 days, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is most of the readings that I've been doing today have had something to do with Lionsgate, which is tomorrow. So be alert to that. You might want to look up how it affects you. I'm sure there's going to be something that's going to come out in this reading because it has in every other reading that I've done. So let's get a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you, and then we'll get some tarot. And I have a new deck to show you that is really cool that I just got. So there it is. Your Wisdom of the Oracle card is Here and Now, card number 32. Yeah. I don't know what I think about that so far, but it might have something to do with some changes that are coming up for you, because 32 reduces to 5, and 5s are about change. Yes, and there that she's perched on top of an egg. This might be about wanting to get out of wanting something to change, or knowing that something's about to change, or needing something to change, something like that. But we'll see how this plays out. So the deck I got is the Angel Wisdom Tarot, and it's really cool. It has cool artwork, and I'll show you the cards as I pull them, but they're really cool. If you're looking for a new deck, it's not like mind-blowing art or anything, but it's cool. I like he has descriptions and some meanings that are kind of different. Kind of gives a new perspective on the cards. So let's see. For Pisces, we have the Knight of Swords. Not a cool looking Knight of Swords. He has the little description. So this says decisive, focused, driven, defensive. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. Yep, it kind of goes along with what I was feeling off that card. It's kind of like you've got this feeling that something's about to change, or you're expecting change, or hoping for change. Page of which one is this? Page of Pentacles. It's hard to figure out what they are sometimes. Page of Pentacles, the book scholar is what she looks like in this card. It says scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. Time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, a new area of study. Very interesting. That kind of goes along with this change that you're anticipating. So let's see what we have for the advice is the Hermit card. Isn't that cool looking? So time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. So yeah, I feel like there's something, you're learning about something new. You've got some new ideas. You're expecting some change. Maybe you're going through some fast moving change right now. And I'm going to clarify, but it looks like as you're learning this new thing, or assimilating this new information into your life, it's important to have good quiet time and meditation time to really understand it. You could be getting downloads too, by the way. This could have a lot to do with the Lionsgate. I knew it was going to come out. It's probably some downloads that you're going to be getting in the next few days that are going to alert you to something that you are going to want to change in your life. Maybe something that you already needed to change, but you're just now realizing how much you do need that to happen. And the more time you spend in meditation and by yourself, and also being a mentor to other people, is going to help you realize and get through the changes. The outcome is the Five of Cups. So yeah, the change may happen so fast that you may, at the end of it, you might be thinking that something that you feel a little bit left out in the cold, or you might have a little bit of disappointment for what you're leaving behind. Not disappointment, grieving. Maybe you're grieving something. Like this all happened kind of so fast that I feel like there's a little bit of grieving, and there's a new moon right there in that card. And I don't know if I said this or not, but the Lionsgate portal is also happening on the new moon in Leo. Both of those are tomorrow. So it's kind of like he's standing under the new moon, which is tomorrow, kind of wondering about his life. He's a little bit sad about what he's leaving behind, but he's also very hopeful and looking forward to what he's walking toward. Now, usually this card comes out to remind you to not focus on what it is that you're, take whatever it is. I don't want to say that you lost, but it's best to focus on the new things and focus on what you're going toward rather than what you left behind, and don't get caught up in too much grief. I mean, it's okay to feel sad for something that you're leaving behind, but you don't want to focus on that. You want to focus on what you're going toward. But yeah, let me see what this says. It says, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of self or others, everything happens for a reason. Look for hidden blessings. Yeah, definitely. That's the outcome card. So yeah. So it could be that this change that you're anticipating or that you want to happen in your life, it may not be quite the right time for it. You may need to spend a little bit more time learning about something. You may need to spend a little bit more time in solitude and meditation. And it might be that you might have an urgency and a tendency to want to rush this and be impulsive and make something happen before it's time. Yeah. And then on the bottom of the deck, what you may not see coming, the Justice card. So this says, be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. Very interesting. Yeah, so don't let yourself get a bad attitude if things don't go exactly as how you thought they would, because the universe is always working in your favor. And if there's a stall to whatever this change is that you're waiting for, then it's for your good. And so you have to make peace with that. And maybe this is something that's going to happen in the next few days too. And it's interesting that this is the number 5, which is the same as that Here and Now card. I kind of feel like these two cards are saying kind of the same thing. It's like, enjoy where you are right now. Don't get too caught up in the past, and don't get too urgent and impatient for the future. It's just kind of like sit in the now, and that's kind of what this card is about also. And realize that you may have a lot more to learn about a situation before you are ready for your life to change and jump into that. But we hadn't even clarified, and I've almost said everything that you could think of. That's crazy. But I do want to clarify these cards. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords first. Goodness gracious. These cards do not want to cooperate. Okay, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is clear. Yeah, there's some new opportunity, but see, this is the Ace of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. There's something new that you're waiting for, a new opportunity that that is real close, and I feel like you're impatient for it to happen. Like maybe you're waiting for a new job offer. You're waiting for a new contract with a new client. You want to change where you're living. You're waiting to be accepted in an apartment complex, or you're waiting for your mortgage to get approved. There's something that you're waiting for, and I feel like you're a little bit impatient for it. And yeah, that's what I feel like this is about. could be, I mean, I don't see anything that makes me think this is to do with the relationship, but I mean, for some of you it could be, but it doesn't seem like that to me. But let me know in the comments if you feel like it's, well, oh, I thought that was going to be the Lover's card. The Chariot is clarifying that Page of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like you're supposed to stay on this path of just learning as much as you can about what it is you want. Maybe the house that you want, there's something you don't know about in the neighborhood or with the house itself, and there's something you still need to look into. Or maybe if it's a person that you want in a relationship or to do business with or something, there's something you still need to look at that maybe you didn't know before, or there's a little bit more research you need to do or something like that. You might need to examine your own motives a little bit better with that Hermit card. Let's clarify the Hermit. Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is not a time to push forward. The Emperor upright would mean like take control and, you know, make this happen. But I feel like this is saying pull back a little bit and take some time, because yeah, the timing might not be quite right, or this might not be the right thing. Like maybe the next house you find, or the next apartment, or the next person that you think about doing business with or something is going to be the right one, is kind of what I'm getting. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles. There's the Justice card again. Very interesting. So the universe is trying to bring you in what would be in your highest interest, in your best interest, the highest possible timeline for you. But if you try to force something through that's not really meant to be, either not right now or not right at all, then you might take yourself off on a side tangent or a side timeline that will end up being more painful and a lot more trouble. This is way easier. It's going to be a way easier for you just to pull back your energy, go inside, do some meditation, you know, do everything that the Hermit card already said what that was. Do that, and give yourself a little bit of time to be ready for this thing, and let the universe do most of the work. You know, there's really not a whole lot that we have to push through to make happen for ourselves. The universe will do most of the work. The trick for us is to pull back and trust our intuition and let the universe do it. Most of the time our ego wants to take over and make something happen and force it through, and then later on you might wish now that could be part of what this card's about too. Later on you might regret that you did that. Well, most likely you will, because I've done it before, many times. You rush something through, like there's a car. I've done it with cars several times, where you just want the car, but your credit may not be quite good enough, or the payment is just a little too high, and you're in the back of your mind saying, I don't know if I can really afford this, but I really want this car, and they can, you know, make it happen for you, and you end up buying the car, and then later on you're wishing you hadn't done that. I've done that a bunch of times, and so now I've learned to kind of, if things are not going, if the flow is not there, and I listen to that, and I'll walk away from things that I can feel are not meant for me, and I'll wait for the thing that is, and that way you don't go through extra pain and a whole lot of drama and, you know, things that really you didn't have to do if you had just listened to yourself, your higher self, instead of your ego. So that is my message for you today. Thank you so much for watching.